Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fit and fine and preparing well for your examination. This is your first term examination, students. Very soon it will start. You got the schedule of your examination, and this is my expectation from each and every one of you that you will get good score in SST. Here, this is our first revision video in geography, and we will just discuss what we read in chapter 1 of geography. Chapter name was resource. So take a look. When we talk about resource, what we read there, let me tell you a few important things which we covered already in first chapter, that this particular chapter will cover the topic with the definition of resource, what is resource, types of resources, conservation of resource. So these 3 points just keep in your mind, that you will have to learn what is resource, then what are the types of resources, after that conservation of resource. So let's see one by one. Sources and resource, okay, or source and resource. From source only we are just obtaining, or we are transforming the source to make it a resource, a valuable resource. So it is mentioned over here, students, the main thing from which a resource is made. Example, cotton is used to make cotton clothes. In this sentence, cotton is a source. Resource, anything that can be used to satisfy a need. Okay, example, we use rickshaw to reach home. In this sentence, rickshaw is a resource. So don't get confused that what is source and what is resource. You can see this bamboo is a source, and from this source what we are obtaining, whatever the goods we are just obtaining over here on the right side, that is from the bamboo. So this way the bamboo is a source, and the product which is made from the bamboo, that is becoming a resource. So it means resource needs the process in it. Okay, for transforming the source into resource we need to process it. Similarly, when you see the left side down, that water body is there, and we are getting the water in our house. Okay, from our tap we are getting the water, so that is resource. Water that is shown there in the river, that is a source of water, but the water which we are just getting from the tap, that is resource. When we talk about the resource, so its utility and usability as well as its value all together just make it economically valuable. Types of resources, we read that there are 3 types of resources: natural, human made and human resource. Just see, when we talk about the natural resource, on the basis of origin, natural resources are classified into or divided into 2, that is biotic and abiotic. Biotic means living and abiotic means non-living. When we talk about the resources on the basis of exhaustibility, so they are the renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So here you need to understand one more point, students, which you will read in chapter 3, which you have already read, and in revision also you will cover conventional and non-conventional. So here only just try to understand what are conventional source of resource, or what are conventional source of energy and non-conventional source of energy, because here this will help you to understand. When we talk about the renewable, so renewable are the non-conventional source of energy. Okay, renewable are the non-conventional source of energy. When we talk about the non-renewable, so these are the conventional source of energy. Conventional source of energy. So this thing you just keep in your mind, that it is opposite of whatever is mentioned over here. On the basis of exhaustibility, resources are divided into 2, that is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. But what we call as non-conventional resource and conventional resource, So the resources which can renew itself, it is called renewable resources, but in conventional and non-conventional it is opposite. When we talk about the resources or the energy which can renew itself, so they are the non-conventional source of energy, okay, and the resources which cannot renew itself, that they are called conventional source of energy. So that you must keep in your mind. Next, just see that resources are divided on the basis of availability, that where it is available. So ubiquitous and localized. Ubiquitous resources are those resources which are available everywhere. Localized resources are those resources which are available in particular area. So that was about the natural resource. Next is human-made resource. So it is very easy to understand, students, that human-made resources are those resources which are made by the human beings. You can see the factory, you can see the production of the car, the construction of the building, then after that this hot air balloon. Okay, so these all are human-made resource. Last is human resource. So human resource, we are also resource, because without us none of the resource or none of the sources which are available on our earth can be just utilized and cannot be called as a resource. So we are the biggest resource, we are the supreme resource, because without us none of the source can be called as a resource. It is human being who are just using his mind, skill, knowledge, information to transform any non-living thing into valuable product. You can see here, now we discussed a lot about the resource and types of resource. It is time to think about the conservation of the resources. Why we need to conserve the resources? Because they are limited, they are unevenly distributed. Okay, that's why this is the demand of the time, that we need to focus on the conservation of resources. And for conservation of resources, we must just think on the sustainable development. It means using the present resource, keeping in mind for the future generation, that whatever is in our hand right now, we must utilize those resources judiciously so that our future will not compromise. So that is called sustainable development as well as sustainable use of resource. You can see here, students, some external questions. Your whole external question from chapter 1 I just taken over here. So if you have any problems, so I'm just going to explain each and every question here only. Why are resources distributed unequally over the earth? So take example of our own country, that our country is not same everywhere. It has different physical relief. Okay, if we talk about our country, so our country has different physical relief. That's why it is not same everywhere. Okay, so when we talk about our country, it is not same everywhere. If we talk about the northern part, so it is Himalaya mountain. When we talk about the middle part, okay, lower than the northern part, so this is our northern plain. Then after that we have our central highland, then eastern ghat and western ghat. This is the western ghat and this is the eastern ghat. After that we have desert region also. I mean to say that we are living in a country which has diversity, okay, in physical relief. So that's why resources are also not just equally distributed in all regions. They are unevenly distributed. What is resource conservation? Using resource judiciously or conserving resource for the future, that is resource conservation. It means use of any resources judiciously, that is resource conservation. Or by restricting the people, by restricting ourselves also to not to waste the resource, that is resource conservation. Why are human resources important? We already discussed that human resources are important. Human resources are important because without us none of the source can be just transformed into resource, or none of the source can be called as a resource. What is sustainable development? This definition always just keep in your mind, students, which I am going to say, Sustainable development is a development which takes place keeping in mind that our present needs should not compromise the future. Okay, it means we have to do the development in that way, in such a way, so that our present requirement, whatever we are just asking from the nature, whatever we are extracting from the nature, that should not exhaust and our future will start compromising. Here, which one of the following does not make substance a resource? Okay, utility, value and quantity. So quantity is the answer. Okay, because utility and value is just making a substance a resource, but quantity is not making that. Which one of the following is a human made resource? So obviously it is mentioned over here: medicine to treat cancer, spring water, tropical forest. So A is the right answer. Complete the statement. Biotic resources are derived from living things, made by human beings, derived from non-living things. So biotic means living. Okay, so A is the correct answer. Next is potential and actual resources. So potential resources are those resources which has the potential to be utilized, but in present time we are not using it. Actual resources are those developed resources. These are also known as developed resources which are in use currently. Okay, just like we know how to make airplane, how to make rocket, how to make buildings, okay, how to make pen, paper. Okay, so these are familiar to us. We are knowing about how to make it. Dams, ubiquitous and localized resources. We already discussed that ubiquitous are the resources which are available, found everywhere, and localized resources means it is obtained from a local or particular area. So I hope you understood, students. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.